your face as an old couch. I'm Dr. Rodman, and I want to talk about deep plane facelifting versus a traditional style of facelifting using this old couch as an analogy. So let's use this old couch as an analogy for an aging face, because there's a lot of similarities. There are different parts to the couch. The structure, which is like our bone structure, the cushions, which is like the fat pads and muscles in our face, and then the cover of the couch, which is like our skin. An old couch, the structure is still okay. It's probably wilting a little bit. That's what our skeleton does. The cushions have gotten squished down. They're not as plump. They're not fluffy anymore. And the cover is now kind of wrinkled and sagging because the cushions don't have support. So what can we do to make this old, sagging, wrinkled couch look new? Well, the first thing I want to show you is an analogy somewhat like what a traditional facelift would be. So one thing we can do to make this couch look newer is put a new cover on it. Now, this is like a traditional facelift where mostly we lifted this mask, but mostly the tension is on the skin. So in this couch, we put a new cover on it, and the cover is pulled tightly. As you can see, it's tied on the sides. It definitely looks better. No doubt it looks better. It's smoother, there's less wrinkles, but the cushions are still kind of flat. They don't have the same volume and the same plumpness. And when you look really close, it just looks different than the couch. There's little ties on the side, areas where there's tension. Tension is being used to pull the cover tight. It just looks different than your old couch. And this is similar to what we would do in a sort of traditional or older SMAS facelift. Rely on tension to pull the skin and the tissues tight. It definitely looks better. It's a significant improvement. But the problem with relying on tension to smooth the skin is that sometimes it can, when you look close, just look a little pulled or a little unnatural, kind of like this slip cover on the couch. So the other solution is a deep plane facelift, and that's like this couch here, a brand new couch. So in a deep plane facelift, we are pulling the skin and the muscles and the fat pads all at the same time. So we are replacing and revolumizing the face by lifting the fat pads. So that's like getting new fluffy cushions again, or putting stuffing back into the cushions, and at the same time putting a new cover on each cushion. So in a deep plane facelift, we're pulling up all of the tissues at the same time, and the result is a much more natural but a very refreshed look. And so that would be like this couch where we have a new cover, but we also have more filling, more volume. And so the result is it looks refreshed, it looks new, but it still looks very natural.